Hello, welcome back. We are on episode 125 of our Oxygen Not Included All Achievement Run. We are just about to wrap up our Volcano Tamer here, and I wanted to point that out because we do have a few other things that we need to add to our cooling loop up here. Not exactly here, but we need to add another, what am I thinking of here? Aqua tuner setup down here. And we're going to adjust it so that way it works better than it does right now. So that's what we're going to do right off the bat. I'm not going to turn on this for very long. I'm just going to let all the materials flow in, and now it's all there. Okay, we're going to go over here and start prepping for our new room. And the reason that we are doing this is there's two things that we need to do this for. It's because this temperature needs to stay above or below negative like 20 degrees ish. Deep freeze, negative 18 degrees, okay? If it gets too close to that, negative 18, you'll start getting it into refrigerated state, and then eventually it will start to decrease from being fresh, and we don't want that. So the reason that we are talking about this is when the volcano is working, or the Volcano Tamer is working, and we have igneous rock being cooled in here and igneous rock being cooled in here, this temperature of the liquid ethanol in this pipe is going to increase because we are transferring the heat, right? Because this is our cooling loop. So what's going to happen over time is that will overall increase this temperature that drops into this location, even though it's after. So the only other way to fix that is to change the setup that we have here, or separate this from the loop and have it a part of a different loop entirely. But it would also require ethanol. So what we're going to do is just add another steam turbine and aqua tuner setup here. And that is just going to give us peace of mind in general in regards to that. So I'm going to go over the actual entire, like what our solution is to cooling the magma and everything here. So we are going to, I'm just going to go over it before we completely start. Right, so what happens here, we have a manual shutoff with the signal switch here, right? We have an automated over here made out of steel because it's going to get super duper hot, right? And when it's closed, it stops the magma from flowing in here, right? This is made out of steel, so we have a way to stop flowing if we need to just turn it off temporarily to fix the cooling. And then we also put this here to give us a little bit extra time to fill up the liquid in here for the water and all those tiles, right? So each one of these, we have 25 times 4, so 100 tiles here. There's a quick, this might be a little off on the calculation, but what this kind of equates to is 600 kilograms of water per these tiles down here. Okay, so you have 150 kilograms of steam per tile, and what that ends up doing, you can just do the math if you really needed to. That's 15,000, right? 100 times 15, no, 1,500? 1,500, right? No. Anyways, it equates to having 600 kilograms right around there per tile of water to turn into steam to make all of these work properly, and then a little bit more because we have 3 extra tiles. So once we have the 600 kilograms, we're going to shut off the water flow going inside of the room, and then that will turn into steam when the magma flows into this specific tile. So how this is going to work, magma is going to flow into here and drop into the giant chamber. When magma drops down to this tile, the magma will drip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tiles. And as it moves over, this is the blade that was talked about previously. each individual time it goes over, it reduces it close to half. It's not exactly half of the previous amount of magma, but it's pretty close to there. And what we're doing is controlling how much magma is going to be cooled at any given time. And by doing this, we avoid the tile turning into a solid tile because it's not over the 1,372 kilograms. I believe that's right around where it turns into a actual solid tile. So that's going to transfer the heat into the window tile right here, and that's made out of diamond because then it will not melt. We have great thermal conductivity, great heat capacity, and as that works and starts cooling down to 1,400 degrees, then when it turns into igneous rock, we throw it in the conveyor loader, and then it ships around, and it keeps going in this loop. Around and around it goes, up here, back up to the bridge, back and around in a nice loop until it's cooled down to 190 degrees. Then the shutoff ships it out to the other chambers to cool down, and then that's kind of how where the magic happens. We have two of these. We have a second one up here where if it's at 40 degrees, it will send it to our storage right over here. So that is how we have it set up. This works very well with the steam turbine and the aqua tuner, because when the hot igneous rock is going around in a loop, it is continually providing the heat to the steam. So that's going to probably almost max out, if not get pretty close to maxing out the steam turbines, and then we will just get pretty much free power from this magma coming out of the volcano. So that is the whole goal, and then the separate goal here is going to be to increase the amount of cooling done on the radiant liquid pipes here by adding another thermal aqua tuner in this setup over here. So we're gonna get started with that. We're gonna start getting rid of some of the extras here, and then make sure that this works the way that we want it to. So we're going to keep it similar to this one. I don't think we'll have all of these temp shift plates. I mean, they're nice to have, but they're not a necessity, right? So let's turn all of this to a higher priority. And then we also want to, what would be the better way to do this? Should we go over a little bit more? Let's go over and up then up to that, and that will be the other one of these. I'm trying to give us a little bit more room. So this one is 18 tiles, okay? So if we wanted 18 tiles, it would be this far over, right? So we want to change this to buildings, get rid of all this here. Again, we're gonna go to the higher priority. We want this all done pretty quick. Let's get rid of these extras. Let's see, how far is it? 18 tiles is here. Okay. So we will let them build all this first, and then we will make adjustments in a moment. Okay, we have water coming in. Let's take a look at the other asteroid. We do need to get rid of this right here. And then the other thing I wanted to do is add more food from this asteroid to the other asteroid, right? And then let's take a look at our rocket. How do we have, what's the food look like in here? Status, no food, okay. No food in there. What about the other one? What do we have in here? Oh, we have plenty of surf and turf. Okay, so if we wanted to launch this one, we could. We just need to remove the carbon dioxide that's in there right now. Okay, we'll probably be sending our rocket out here shortly. I want to keep figuring out what's out here and doing a bunch of more. Oh, there's an artifact available on there. I have right-clicked on accident, okay. ice asteroid field. So we've got solid oxygen, ice, total solid carbon dioxide. Okay, so we might just go right by the other asteroid here and then get all this explored and then come back. I think that might be the goal here. Okay, just keeping track of this over here. Here's what I want to do. Let's do... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to click on a few things. Let's see if we can do... Let's grab the Pintro eggs. I knew that they were in there. And where are they going to go? There's a couple other things that we needed to fix too. We need to get rid of this. And this will be polluted dirt, right? And then we are going to send this, how are we going to do this? We are going to send this, this is the polluted dirt, right? So we go over like this. And we're going to send this right here. No. There we go. We're going to send all the polluted dirt that the Haku are producing. We're going to send that down to our cool Pintros. We also are going to get rid of this spindly grub fruit and put a one of the Weezeworts in here. Stop all this up. Good, good. All right, so this has been completed. Let's go over, cut this off, right? And once that's completed, then we will let it fill out of this reservoir and then go from there. Yeah, so this setup was made, like our first setup that we ever used with the steam turbine and the aqua tuner setup. It was not a very, what's the term I'm going to use? It was not done properly. So this is going to not fix that, but it's going to change where the locations of everything is. Yeah. Because I want it to work better than it is now, but we need a little bit more effort on getting the other steam turbine in here. It doesn't really matter what we make it out of, since it's going to be cold. So, I mean, we could even put two of them in here if we really wanted to, but I don't think it will be necessary. Okay, let's change this priority again. Okay, let's go back up here, check on our water. Okay, we're only at 250 kilograms roughly. So since we put the vent over here, the water's got to make its way to the other end, and that's going to take a little bit of time. We got some magma, but if we decided to let this go down here, it wouldn't even reach. There's not enough magma to reach down here yet. You just tell, right? Because you've got 10 tiles. 15 tiles-ish, right? So that's 10 tiles right there. That's 8 tiles, so it would probably reach to like about here. Right around there. So, let's get rid of that. Okay, what do we have in here? Is this igneous rock? What is it? Yeah, it's igneous rock, okay. Just in time. Right? Okay, looks like they got that done. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pause it for a second to send all of this out temporarily. We will need a liquid vent, but I'm not going to put that anywhere yet. We'll build this here, and let's get rid of just that. And then I'm going to put the thermosensor here. That should be nice. It's closer to where it needs to be. That's kind of why we would be doing that. Okay. I mean, this looks a little weird, but it does work. I know we're really zoomed in right now, but we need to make some adjustments. Let's do this, move this stuff back into the right location. Unreachable, huh? Okay. Alright, I didn't know if you would be able to build that or not. It only applies to tiles, huh? Okay. It's alright. Alright, all that is done. So we go down. We cut this pipe here. And now it should continue. Alright, let's get rid of this one and then get rid of this piping here. We thought we might be able to move that stuff over, but it's not happening. The only other way to fix this is to like cool down the area, turn off the aqua tuner, and I don't think that that's a good idea right now. Do we have enough steel? We do. Good. Actually, wait till that is done first. High priority, there we go. Much better. Okay. Alright, we're at 330. So we have a little bit more to go on the water. That save is taking some time. I'm sure this Paku stuff is not helping, though. We should probably just cull some of them, yeah? Then people aren't bored. Okay. Let's remove you. You're going to build... this doesn't need to be... anything crazy. Honestly, let's just get rid of this lower row. It's a little extra. We don't need it. Like, look at the temperature. Like, it doesn't need to be like that. Okay, and then again, we're gonna do the priorities. Unpermitted food. You should have plenty of food to choose from. There's surf and turf, there's all kinds of food. Let's look at consumables, make sure that we are okay. Everybody has surf and turf. Oh, I guess not. Now we do. Okay. That was weird. Okay, so we're going to take that apart a little bit. We're going to go all the way across. Same thing. And granite should be okay. It's only 125 degrees, so it's not like it's Igneous rock would be better if we could use it, but let's see, what's that temperature like around here? It's a little toasty. Yeah, we definitely need that secondary thermal aqua tuner. There we go, much better. But as you can see, this was definitely not enough to keep this active as long as we wanted it to. Like we could totally have this running completely, and this steam turbine will never run to capacity. So that's why we're going to add a secondary one, help cool off the ethanol, keep it nice and cold, since ethanol has a very better, like a better temperature, right? Okay, we're gonna put that right here, put you here. There we go. Again, on the high priority. This is gonna be in the middle. Yeah, we're just gonna make it out of iron. All right. How's this water up here? Oh, we're getting closer. Looks a lot better. Idleness, huh? Okay. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's do some... Oh, I know. Let's get some of this out of the way. There we go. And they could dig all this up. We have a bunch of buried objects that we could actually go after if we really wanted to. Okay, we'll do that. Give them more stuff to do. There we go. Now we won't be so idle. We do need to finish off the sieve that's down here. Like that. Let's go over here. And then there we go. Perfect. So we just have this one wire that we need to finish, and then that whole grid will be separated from the other one. And then this needs to be the higher priority. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. We need to keep track of this water. We don't want to have too much. Okay, looks great. Looks really good. I'm not sure why this stuff is not getting built right away though. Even though it's the highest priority. And we have oxygen. Okay, there we go. Oh, that might be why. We do need to make... Let's go over here. Let's put some copper in. There we go. Perfect. Because they can go up and over. I don't know what the deal here is. Okay, so what we are going to do is go down and over, right? And then down. So the only problem that we have here is this one's gonna have to go up and over and into this one. We're gonna do that. What's nice is this loop is already in place, so we're literally just adding a couple of different things like one of those. Okay, so let's add the priority here. Deconstruct this one. Deconstruct these, please. We need some more materials back. That'll be great. We're going to deconstruct this one so we can drop off our water. Okay, so if there's 18 tiles, that means, let's do some quick math here. So 18 times 150, and then we do divide that by 9. 300 kilograms per tile, right? There's probably a better, faster, more efficient way of figuring that out, but that's how I do it, so. Okay, how much is on here? 1.0. That is something I didn't take into consideration either. What is on this one? 360. Oh, this is perfect. Go over and down. Can they reach? We'll need to build that up. Right, how's our water up here? Okay, we're almost at 500 kilograms. We have 13.2 cycles until more magma flows in. Just to show everyone, we are going to open this up and see where all the magma goes, because it definitely won't reach if it's above 0. Now that we have water in here, this aqua tuner will not overheat. So as you can see, the viscous magma is just going to slowly make its way over here, and then it'll probably, like I said, stop at about this region, since there's not enough magma to go all the way to the end. Right? So we can just leave that alone, come back over here, focus on what we're doing. Make sure all this is of utmost importance. There we go, much better. Okay, the last but not least thing we need to do for this setup is go over and over, and then we will make this out of gold. We'll make this one out of ceramic because we can be fancy. And then this also needs to be higher priority. Perfect. Whew, man, it's a lot of work telling other people what to do. Right, how are we doing on our other asteroid? We can't leave them alone. They don't have the power. Why don't they have power? Because this has not been done yet. It will be now. We want to make sure we're getting rid of this carbon dioxide, right? And if we don't have this set up, then it's not going to work. So we're waiting on one wire. Okay, that looks good. We're going through a lot of this hydrogen now that we have a good surplus of it. The areas are getting cooler because of all of the different oxygen being delivered at a nice cooler temperature. Honestly, we should probably add a little bit more. Let's do like a gas vent here, gas vent there. Yeah, you can never have enough oxygen in the base, right? Well, I guess that's kind of untrue. But that is besides the point. The other thing that we needed to check on is we go down here. We need insulated. Yeah, that should be fine. Go over, go up. Where are we going? We're going all the way over here. Look at this. All right, this is hydrogen. We're gonna send it to the other asteroid. That way we can use it directly into the input of the thermo aqua tuner. I'm not sure how I got there, but the only thing that we will need to set up differently is we need to make sure the input from the SPOM is the priority first, and then the other one comes in with the extra hydrogen. But I think we're going to be burning hydrogen pretty fast, so how much does it take? 10 grams a second. So yeah, that's a good amount. Eventually we will run out of hydrogen. Alright, how is this looking up here? Okay, it's pretty nice. We can pick up that, and that, and that. Okay. That's it right there. Wonderful. Yep. Having two aqua tuners with a liquid that can handle getting severe, like really cold. It's awesome. Okay. How about all that? That's a lower priority, but change that to the higher priority, then that'll be done much quicker. That looks good. How about this over here? Did we start getting rid of? We did. So this loop is going to work just fine. The carbon skimmer stops working if it's in anything but carbon dioxide, so I don't know if it's 100% necessary to add automation to it. What do you guys think? With your carbon skimmers, do you guys have it always set up with automation to like do an element sensor? Or what do you think would be the best way to use a carbon skimmer besides just leaving it as is? Because the goal here is just to have a perpetual loop because you don't lose any materials this way, right? So let me know your thoughts. I do like a good mind-boggling situation. Let's get some of that mopped up. Those two, and those, and that. Alright, let's take a peek at our system over here. They cannot reach. Okay. Highest priority, please. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to need put in some regular water, enable auto bottle. And that'll be perfect. Once this is done, we'll be able to start finishing that off. Oral nymph, no thank you. Okay, I'm glad we caught this. I almost forgot about it. Okay, we are at 620 here. It's slowly kind of equalizing across the entire area. We'll see that there's only 552 here, but then there's 605. So we probably need a little bit more water in here, but we'll let it equalize first before we add any more to the area. Okay. Could even mop this up if we wanted to. And this, of course. How is this working? Is this... We have water going in and out, down and over directly to these. Okay. Good, all this is able to be made now. Perfect. All right, we have a bunch of stuff going on, so we're gonna go on to the medium speed. I'm not gonna go on the super fast speed for a few because I don't want to miss anything. I'm finding that, you know, we did need to go on there for a little bit, but it can be a little extra to do that. Blueprint, Swiss chart, there we go. All right, so let's continue. Let's look at the temperature here. So as you can see, the temperature is going down. That's what we want, right? We want it to continue to drop in all of the regions. Yeah, especially down here, right? You can see that the temperature is getting more orange as we've gone along. It's gonna take some time to really like hold down the temperature. Okay, that was done. That looks great. Let's do some of this and that, and then now let's add some water in here. All right, we don't need to send anymore. They've got like 300,000 calories. I don't know about you, but I can only eat so much fried mushroom. Now, did you get stuck up here? You shouldn't be stuck. There's no way you're stuck. There we go. It's gonna look nicer overall, too. Look at that. Looks great. Okay, so we added, we wanted to add a Wheezewort down here to try and get a mutation, right? We need power, which is, how much power is this? It's 120, 120, 120, 120, 120. So 120 times 5 is at 600. Okay. That right there is our number right here. So let's do this. Let's go 1. Oh, they won't be able to reach that, will they? Nope. Oh, they can reach this one though. And then all we need is a wire bridge. Perfect. So what we're doing here is we are going to send the grubfruit slime. What is give? Oh, that's from the old ones. I see. I see. All right. We're finally getting some water, which is good. We will be able to start this up soon. I don't want to start the aqua tuner yet. Not for a little bit longer. Not until we have more steam in here. At least that's what makes sense to me. I'd rather have enough water to make a good amount of steam. Okay, so that pretty much equalized. Let's do that. I also wanted to change this a little bit. Then we're getting rid of buildings. Let's get rid of all of these. Because then what we do is we make that happen. No, I don't want it all granite. I want it all to be obsidian. All right. And then what we will do is there's obsidian here. One, two, three, and then a ladder from here. Perfect. Yep, that should be plenty. Give them stuff to do. Oh, those are worn, huh? We do need a little bit more reed fiber. How is the scale growth on all these? 59%. They're all pretty similar. It's like they all grow scales at the same level. Oh, we have reed fiber here. Good. I thought we sent it all. I couldn't tell. Okay. There we go. This will be enough. Now we have plenty of water in here. Like I said, about 600, a little bit more is okay since we have a few extra tiles over here that's going to compensate for the extra steam. They won't be utilized for the actual steam turbines, but that's fine. We're not too worried about that. Let's check this over here. We need a few more things of water. 200 kilograms. That was a lot of water, actually. Wow. Okay, looks good. What are we doing over here? Okay, looks good. Okay, so all of this, let's turn this off now because we don't have a lot of hydrogen sitting up here. I'm not going to keep it on just to send some oxygen and some of the hydrogen. It might be good to open this up, but yeah, I don't know about that. Okay. Yeah, that save takes a lot longer than it used to, that's for sure. I think it's because we've gotten all of the asteroids. Well, most of them anyway. Okay, so we're at about 170. We're close. The only thing that I forgot to do that is kind of a bummer is I forgot to remove the atmosphere in here because you can't have oxygen inside of here as well. So what we could do, we have a couple of options here. We can make it a little larger and then throw a gas, what is it, a ventilation. We just throw a gas pump in here and then pump all of the oxygen out once we have plenty of water. We could do that. It would just be a bunch of wasted resources though, so I think maybe we'll fill it up past and then it'll be fine. I think that's what we did actually last time. I think we filled it up enough to where all of this was over the 1,000 each, and then a little bit less. Oh, I kind of remember now. Something that someone told me was they put polluted water and regular water in here, and if you can get over the dirt coming out of the water, then it'll give you your 2 tiles of liquid. Yeah, maybe we try that. Why not? We'll do it. We'll do that right now. Where's the polluted water? Here we are. Okay, let's turn it off here and here so we can grab it from other places. And we'll just mop some of that up over here. Right? That sounds right. That sounds like it'll be good. That's all petroleum. We don't need that. We could put petroleum in there. Nah. This should be fine. There we go. Apparently we ran out of igneous rock, so once this volcano erupts in 10 cycles, it'll be perfectly fine. Let me know what your thoughts are on how we are going to handle this. Honestly, I think it looks really good. I think we are setting ourselves up for success. How have you handled the volcanoes? I'd really like to know. For me, this is my first try at at coming up with my own build for the volcano. Okay, I've never made my own version. I kind of took some concepts from a different few options and kind of combined them. And I think that this will work. But again, let me know what you think. Let me know how you guys have done this. I would really like to hear from some of the more experienced players if this is something similar that what they've come up with. It's so neat to see the different ways that people handle the unique challenges of this game. So I like hearing explicitly how things have been taken care of by other people. So, okay, how is this working? Looks good. We don't have enough, we don't have 300 kilograms of water in each one yet, but that is okay. We will get there shortly. We have a lot of water, or polluted water over here. We could even probably use some of the polluted water from up here if we wanted to. That is another thing that we need to take care of as well. We need to go here, cut the power, and then what we're doing is we're setting up this area to have a liquid pump with brine, but the brine needs to be warm enough to where it won't break the pipes as it's coming out of the brine desalinator. So that's kind of why we want to have a liquid tepidizer in there, and it's going to be something like really nice over there. Okay, did we put any regular polluted water in here? We did not. It's all right. Here, we'll do that now. Don't think we have a ton of it, but that's okay. What about these right here? Can we mop those up? Sure can. Oh yeah. Let's put a higher priority on all this. So what we're going to use is the game's mechanics to our advantage. You know, two different types of liquids occupy two different tiles. The polluted water does not occupy the same tile as the regular water, so when they're on top of each other, that removes the possibility of having a gas in there. And then polluted water turns into regular water when it gets hot enough. So we'll see a bunch of dirt down here. I'm okay with it. We have plenty of other stuff. So we'll have to go. We have to have enough of each one, I think, though. So, yeah. That's okay. We'll just keep putting a bunch of each in there. Okay, so these need to be set to polluted dirt. Copy, paste. or copy pasta, as some people use. Oh yeah, looks great. Now I wonder if I open this. This is just like a curiosity thing. I'm not gonna do it, but I wonder if I went in here and opened this, would the steam push out all the oxygen? I think it would. I think it would totally do so. Let's deconstruct this side. We may need to... Yeah, we may need to do that, so that way the stuff falls in. We have a way to get stuff. There we go. Oy vey. Alright. We need to leave that alone for a few. Check on our magma volcano. How long do we got? 9 cycles before we have more. Okay, so what I was not able to mention before was when you have a tamer like this, the things that I look out for when we have something going on where we need to eliminate the heat, right? And then one of the best ways to do that is with the steam turbines. Is when this has a ton of magma in the storage, right? We need to see if we can actually get rid of enough of the magma to cool down all of it to igneous rock, and when I say all, I mean all of the, so we drain this of magma before the next eruption, right? So it was like 13, 14 cycles before the next eruption that we saw in the first one. So if we can clear all of the debris, remove the heat fast enough to get rid of all of it before the next eruption, I will be happy. I think that is the goal. That is my goal, is to be able to clear this entire square here of debris from the magma before each eruption. And I say that because I think if you don't do that, then this can get probably a little overwhelmed, right? That's why we have 5 steam turbines, right? A lot of the builds that I've seen only use 4. So I'm not sure if this is going to work better or if it's going to work in the same capacity as some of the other ones, but I think we'll be okay. Lime, please. Okay, let's copy these settings. Copy, paste. Okay, I think we may need to open this up so oxygen can flow out of here. Same thing. Enable bottle. Oh, all the settings stay the same. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, we aren't going to turn anything on, not until we have all of the oxygen out of here. We'll see how that goes. Give that a little bit of time. Okay, we have water going here. We could drop the water off from over there, but I don't think that is going to be what we need. What's the temperature like over here? Okay, looks good. Super hot over here. Oh yeah. I mean, we did that on purpose for the slicksters' benefit. The only strange thing that we came across was with regular slicksters, if you don't get the eggs out of there, it cooks the eggs into an egg. Like a raw egg. No, not an egg, not a raw egg. An omelet. You'll see omelets laying around because of how hot it gets in there. I thought that was quite neat to see. Okay, here's our petroleum boiler. Let's take a look at the temperature. 393, so that's a little bit hotter than we were expecting, but let's take a peek over here. Maybe something was going on over here, temperature-wise. No, all of this is going pretty well. The temperature is slowly equalizing around here. Okay. The ethanol's not cold enough yet. That's why we were kind of debating on having another set of thermo aqua tuner and steam turbine over here. We'll see if we decide to do that or not. Haven't quite decided yet. Okay. We're just gonna leave that alone. Alright, so we have 8.4 cycles until we'll start seeing this in action for the second time. And for when I mean the second time, we'll see more magma flowing out, right? Let's see. Okay, all that was done. Now we can do this. I don't know if I like that. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna make it all the way across, like so. Get rid of you. Put you here. Same thing. We want to have a thermo aqua tuner. We made it out of steel. I don't think that's necessary. Probably just use gold. And then we want a separate one right next to it. So that way we tell them to work at different temperatures, right? We don't want them running at the same time. Power 960. Yeah, that's an easy one right there. 960, 970. So that is 1930. What's on this one? Okay, easy. Done. Voila. It's starting to look like a base. Oh my goodness. We have so many ladders all over the place. Let's see, we did not get these. I wonder if it's because they're lower priority, or is it because we didn't get all of the magma yet? Not magma, obsidian. Okay, we're waiting to get the obsidian. Yeah, we'll eventually need to harness the geothermal power, because this is awesome, right? We like that stuff. Wow. Everything looks great. There we go. We need to just keep at it. Keep giving them stuff to do. Yeah, quit rubbing your eyes, you're fine. Right, let's take a look at the area over here. Alright, so let's see. Now we should probably just do more polluted water, because that's going to evidently move up the regular water, right? Let's see, where do we have a bunch? I mean, we always have some down here. let's do that, and then turn the priority of this to like a 9, right? There we go. So I wanted to talk about something else as well. I haven't done our satisfactory start yet. I'm probably going to do that as a live stream. I have a couple of friends that have been wanting to play, and I'm toying with the idea of including them in that save. That way we have a couple of other friends that enjoy those kinds of games, so that way I can play it with them as well, right? So I don't want to be playing 500 saves of Satisfactory. I love that game so much, but I'm not gonna play it 1,000 times, right? So that's kind of where I'm at with that. We may do that in the near future. Coming up in 2 weeks, I will be out of town. That starts on the September 30th through the October 4th. So right around there, I will have videos scheduled ahead of time, just like I always do. But I wanted to throw it out there because I won't be able to make adjustments to that gameplay if we have any changes that are needed, or any good suggestions. But I will say that I probably won't be out that entire week, probably 3 to 4 days. But that's about it for that one. Just wanted to give everybody a heads up as to what's going on. You know, work and duty calls, you can't tell that stuff to go away. So that's it for that. Anyways, back to the gameplay. Let's see what else we can, so we can get this stuff put away so we can close this up. I don't want to have oxygen in here for a long elongated period of time. Come on. Yeah, it's just not enough polluted water yet. And you can't like, what am I thinking of here? Mop it up. They're almost at 1,000, so when it hits 1,000 kilograms, it should move over to the next one. We'll have to wait and see. But we are going to slow it down right there. We have definitely made some pretty good adjustments for our Volcano Tamer. We're like 90% complete, I want to say 95% complete. Again, please let me know your questions, comments, concerns, suggestions. I do respond to almost every single comment that is directed towards me. If there's anything that I'm missing, please feel free to let me know. I do like constructive criticism. It does help because, you know, everybody has a different way of doing things. So if you're a new player, you know, if you need some help, please reach out. That is totally okay. All right. That's it, folks. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one.